I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna come.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a free catch signaled for and taken successfully. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Locke working out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Rams 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
DBs have pumped themselves up into being linebackers, so the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Philip Lindsay. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd downs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
His kick is...
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you put some doubt in their minds.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. But it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Broncos.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Lock now on first down. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsay, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
That's the score. Broncos 21. Rams nothing. Brandon McManus to kick
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Gone. That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Steps away to his left. As he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's gone. Goff is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costly as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up. And also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Foster. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Third and long. It's gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They are going for it. It's a save. Bradley Chubb. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Rams, nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Those passes are intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brendan McManus lining up for the extra
So
point.
now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run this with Akers. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun. Gone. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Quez Watkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos add on. And the route is on here in this first half.
The score, Broncos 49, Rams nothing. Brendan McManus to kick.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Duke Dawson picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And that Bronco defense has a touchdown. Boy, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Going up top for Cobb. Another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
For the extra point.
That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the run, it's Foster. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. first, they stick with Foster. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He was Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. This is Foster. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
That's complete. Okue-Bunam. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Foster. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Locke. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll buy some time running, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Lock to throw for it on fourth. Sliding out of the pocket.
Getting wide open.
The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even... And now look at him go! 20, 10, touchdown! Big play there! His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Lock. He'll dump this one off to Lindsay. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going with Lindsay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the no-man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
First down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Throwing now is Lock. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Lock off of play action. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Third down.
Again, they'll throw with Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's locked.
You can't even find shit open. What is wrong with you?
The Broncos unable to convert on fourth. And the Rams are going to take possession of the
you on some drunk shit.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown. Great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. He just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think of you. I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
No, you are.
Thanks.
What is you doing?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's locked. Throw, but he makes the catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Broncos.
From the gun. Block. Looking right side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll go again here with Akers. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Foster. And he'll go down, and that will do it. The 3rd quarter of action. Now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. Breakaway. They stop with a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they failed here on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Lock. And he finds who else? Watkins. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Lock working out of the gun. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
An 8-yard.
That one goes for 8 yards.
Denver.
A quick throw outside by Locke. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 6 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Rams on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what to play clock.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 3rd down. Foster, and he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears.
What up?
At least on this drive.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th.
Oh, we playing gridiron?
They're going for it.
Oh, Lord. I'm sick of you. Let's play. I want to see your skills. All right. I'll call you later.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. He's going to air one out. This is going to be incomplete. For the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, block. Rpkillem here, it's complete. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock, or try to pour some salt in the wound? Block trying again after the pick 6. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
I do that
And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A 1st down carry for Foster. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so they can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They keep it in the hands of Foster. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. This is incomplete. They had to go for
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. This is caught. Watkins. And he
got tickets.
Quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's Akers. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. The defensive guys, they're just saying